Hey guys, it's Kim here, and welcome back to Nano's Village, where I'm joined once again by W_Strife. How you doing, W_Strife?
Why don't you just call me by my real name and not that thing floating above my head?
William. I'll call you William.
There you go. Thank you.
William.
Check this out.
Okay, I'm going to spend the whole session calling you William.
I'm busting a move out on the stairs here. Look at these
busting
sweet...
a move.
Yeah.
Fresh Willy style.
Yeah, I'm moonwalking.
Oh, yeah, I've got some pretty sweet moves. Also, I'm quite intimidated by what I'm looking at here. Jesus Christ. So you've now installed steps.
Yep. Put steps in between last time and this time.
You've finished your roof.
Yep, finished the roof.
And you've added some decorative touches in the form of bushes around the outside.
Bushes.
Intimidating, scary bushes from the nether. Are they from the nether, or do they just require soul sand?
They are from the nether. They have to be planted on like soul sand or netherrack or something. So
yeah. So that's not intimidating at all.
No, not at all.
And then there's, I'm guessing by the cubes of netherrack and the cubes of dirt around that you have another task for me.
Yes, I do, Kim.
Yeah, am I right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Here we go. So, what needs to be done on your super intimidating Fortress of Doom?
Yeah, so, for me, what I need to get down to is starting to put some detail on the building itself to make it seem a little bit less flat, and maybe I'm going to put some big thing up in the middle.
I think it needs like a window or something.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
It's just this really bland, flat, blank canvas right up in the middle.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get to work on putting something in there. But other than that, you need to come along and finish up the column thing.
I need to? I need to? I'm sorry.
Okay,
I do believe I misheard you.
I need you to. Okay,
You need me.
Is that better?
You need me.
Yes, I need you, Kim.
That's better.
Kim,
That's
I
better.
need you. So if you look in the chest here, I've made up a whole bunch of stairs. There are 40 stairs in one design, and then the rest of them are a different design.
Oh, yeah.
So if you come over here and you look, you can see that I've done the initial template, kind of. Design 1 goes above the columns, and design 2 of the stairs goes on the dirt. And they need to be inverted.
Design 1. Okay.
Can you see the difference? Please tell me that there's HD textures for the marble.
Okay, yeah, I gotcha. So this one, so the stack of 40 needs to go, like, here.
Yeah. So what I would suggest is,
and then,
just get all of those in place and then do the others.
The other ones go like that. Mm-hmm. Okay, I can do this.
That's all you gotta
This I can do.
on both sides. And then once you're done, you just remove the dirt. So.
Okay. Wait, you don't want a dirty cathedral?
No.
Cathedral of shame!
No! Kim! Don't.
Get the peasants to clean it.
Don't pollute it.
So you want this all the way around, like literally the whole perimeter?
Yeah, the whole perimeter, inside and outside of the ring.
Oh, great. You give me the best jobs.
That's because I love you, Kim. You're wonderful.
Jesus Christ, if this is what you do for people that you love, I don't want to know what you do for people who you hate.
Well, usually it starts with a vacation in the Bahamas for the people who I hate, so...
What? Wow.
Something wrong?
I would have thought the amount of times that I tried to make you do an English accent by now you'd hate me by now, and I'd be holidaying in the Bahamas.
Not quite, that's just a nuisance. You gotta,
to be honest,
you gotta work harder for that.
To be honest, like, going on holiday in the Bahamas, I don't think it's all that, you know? Like, so last year for my best friend's wedding, I went to Turks and Caicos, which is the same sort of idea, like desert islands, sand, beaches, hot temperature, blah, blah, blah. And I was really bored. Like, just really, really bored. Like, there was just nothing to do. Like, sure, you could go out on the beach and maybe go for a swim and stuff like that, but there was nothing to do. There was nothing to go and see. There was nothing to kind of... Yeah, it was literally just go sit on the beach and drink, and I don't really drink, so that was pretty much it. Like, if I didn't have my best friend's wedding, there was nothing to
hearing
do.
something ages ago about the fact that you don't drink, which just, it baffles me.
You a big drinker?
No, I'm not a big drinker, but whenever I drink, I really do enjoy it, so...
What kind of alcohol do you enjoy?
My particular favorite is the Long Island iced tea.
Oh, yeah, I do like those.
Those are
they're good.
Wonderful. I mean,
Those get me super crunky, though. Like, one Long Island iced tea, and I'm out. Peace out, man.
Do you know what's in a Long Island?
Yeah, lots of things.
Lots. I mean...
all the alcohol.
Yeah, I mix them myself, and I'm like a freaking chemist. I'm like Hank Hessenberg whenever I'm working. It's like, no, you down to the last, it's just like nano droplet of
centiliter.
Alcohol. Yeah. So actually, is there something smaller than a centiliter?
Probably. So do you have like your own like home bar or something like that? You know how some people like make a home bar?
I would if I had the space for one. But like as it stands, it's just like I get to play bartender at like the countertop where I prepare all my other food. So
but no, like I did used to drink, I used to drink quite a lot. Like, Jesus Christ, I don't think you can be British without drinking, and you certainly can't live in the West Country without drinking cider. But yeah, I just decided to stop because it was not going down well with me. Like, it was making me seriously ill. Not like hungover ill, but I would get hungover ill after a couple of glasses of wine or something like that. It's a kind of small amount that you wouldn't think would really affect you. And I just decided, you know what, let's just knock this whole thing on the head. I don't really need it, so why bother?
Well, I mean, I know what that's like because there are certain alcohols that I just can't process properly. And like there's an allergy to wine in my family.
Yeah,
it's like the strangest thing. Like my sister, oh God forbid that she should ever drink wine, and like whenever she goes to a formal occasion, she's got this really difficult situation of like, oh, thanks, and then she has to like go over to her boyfriend, and just like, here, drink this for me, just drink this for me.
Yeah,
like pours it into his glass when nobody's looking and stuff like that, and like she's got it worse than I do. But in my case, I'll go and get one glass of wine, and within 10 or 15 minutes, I'll have the worst headache ever.
Yeah.
So, but like all the other alcohols, I don't have a problem with it. So it's like, but there's also this issue that like alcoholism runs in my family, so I have to keep it in check.
Oh.
So.
Yeah. Just not get too familiar.
Yeah. I'm not I like to drink.
It just really bored me. It started boring me after a while. I mean, if there's an alcohol I do miss, it's Japanese whiskey, neat Japanese whiskey.
Japanese whiskey, really?
Yeah, Yamazaki whiskey? I don't know if you've ever tried it.
I've never tried that. I've had sake. I used to drink that often enough, but
yeah. Oh, I can't really drink kind of rice-based wine. So like Chinese has like a rice-based wine as well, and it just like burns the living crap out of my esophagus. But yeah, and I don't particularly enjoy the taste of sake. But yeah, I liked plum wine. And yeah, Japanese whiskey, just love it. But no more for me. So
living
la vida loca. That's what it's like. 24-hour party house. But my friends that I hang out with, they're still kind of big drinkers. I mean, like I said, English social life seems to revolve around going to the pub. But they don't give me crap for it. And I found that more and more pubs now, in England at least, have a lot more non-alcoholic options. So it's not just the standard kind of like soft drinks from the tap that are really horribly watered down and mixed.
Actually,
but it is more like kind of non-alcoholic ginger beer and like posh lemonade and things like that.
Actually, Shirley Temples are really tasty. I used to drink those a whole lot whenever I was going out to restaurants and stuff before I could drink. So.
Yeah, because the drinking laws in America are pretty strict, aren't they? So what is it? You have to be 21 to drink
21
alcohol?
To drink.
Okay.
And yeah, that's everything that I can think of. I mean, it's been so long since I've had to think about the drinking laws.
Yeah. I mean, but like that just seemed to me like a crazy high age. But then when you see kind of, I don't know, American popular culture movies and stuff like that, kids seem to be drinking younger than that. I don't know, like 18, 19.
Well, it's one of these situations where like almost everybody ignores the drinking age whenever they're young. It's like, you can definitely get in trouble if you drink underage. But it's all a matter of getting caught, whenever you're a kid. So, you shouldn't drink when you're underage. Pretty simple. There's enough reasons for why, but, there's always the situation of, are you going to listen to the rules or not? And there are enough people. I knew enough people in high school. Here's an interesting story. So I think it was my junior year in high school. We had a closed campus lunch. Some high schools have an open campus, you know, you can leave, go out to a restaurant or something.
Right.
The second high school that I went to, whenever I was in high school.
So what age is that? For those of us who don't really understand American education system.
17 years old.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So I go to, I was going to a school with a closed campus lunch, and I was going to like a VOTEC for, you know, computer skill learning and stuff because they had more advanced stuff. So I get in from the VOTEC, and lunch is like half over, and I make my way up to the math room where my next class is. And there's this kid who I know in my math class, and I notice him like kind of holding someone by the, like, you know how you can get behind someone, put your hands on their shoulders and move them around?
Yeah.
Just like direct them where they're going. So he's kind of doing that with another kid out of our math class, and I'm like, what on earth is going there? But I'm not paying much attention to it. So I head over to the classroom, and just before the bell, like just enough time to, you know, get into the room and sit down in at one of the seats, he gets into the room with that other kid, and it's like it's clear that something is going on. That like what on earth? So he sits him down in one of the seats, and class starts. Not 15 minutes later, like the school police officer, because each school in America for the most part is assigned a police officer, just to you know, handle with anything more significant and heavy than the teachers can handle. So the police officer comes to the room, and they want to get the kid. Like they're there to take him. And they do. And it's not until after class that I talked to whoever it was that dragged him into the classroom, and I was like, what on earth was going on there? And he said, oh, well, funny story about that. Evidently the kid was like, whenever lunch came around, he thought, you know what? Home's not that far away. I'm going to go home and get something to eat. So while he's there, he gets this great idea of cracking open his mom and dad's liquor cabinet. And he takes out Everclear. Now, I don't know if you're aware of what Everclear is, but that is
No, it sounds like a cleaning product.
Well, that's basically what it is. It's like extremely super distilled. Like the stuff, it tastes terrible, but the entire idea behind Everclear is it's really, really potent, so you don't need a whole lot of the stuff to get drunk, you know?
Okay.
So it's poor college kid type stuff in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So he opens up his mom and dad's liquor cabinet, and this kid is scrawny, and he takes one shot of this stuff. This stuff is such high proof, and, you know, he probably doesn't drink. He probably wasn't, you know, like a heavyweight to start with. He just, he gets completely trashed off of like one shot or something.
Oh my God.
And after he eats, he realizes, oh, it's time to get back to school. But he thinks, oh, wait, I might want some more alcohol. So he takes the bottle, shoves it in his backpack.
Yeah.
And he goes back to school with it. And I don't know exactly how someone found out. I mean, the kid who, like, guided him into the classroom clearly knew that he was drunk and that he had the alcohol on him because he knew the story. So he came to school with like an almost completely full bottle of Everclear.
That's crazy.
Oh, I don't remember how long he was gone from school.
Yeah. You just wouldn't mess around with that. Like, oh my God. What a crazy idea. I'm just going to get drunk during the day. I'm not doing anything interesting.
From what I'm to understand, the way he was telling the story, he didn't think he would get drunk off of the stuff.
He was just having a cheeky little shot.
Yeah, just one shot.
Sweetener.
And then before he knew it, he was gone. Just gone.
Wow.
And making bad decisions. And that, kids, is why you really shouldn't drink. So.
Especially during a school day. Jesus Christ.
God.
Wow.
So
I mean,
yeah.
When I was at school, probably that age, I used to bunk off to smoke. That was it. I was like, yeah, during the breaks, I kind of bunk off around the back of the school. Like, there was a bit where you could climb over the fence, the kind of school boundary, and you just like smoke in this little alleyway, and everyone knew you did it. Like, it was kind of almost like the designated bunk off for a smoke spot that all the teachers knew about, but kind of, only once in a while would do something about it just to kind of, vaguely scare the life into people. But that was literally it. Like, I was such a good little student. Hey, in America, when you have like all those banging parties and stuff like that at frat houses, what's the deal with the red cups? Is that actually a thing, or is that a movie thing?
That is a thing. That is a thing.
Oh my god. Tell me about red cups.
So,
why is that a thing?
Do you know what Solo is?
No.
You've never heard of Solo?
No.
Okay, so Solo is they are basically a disposables company. And what they literally specialize in is the manufacture of like disposable plates, disposable cups, disposable forks and stuff. I'm certain they do other things that I'm not aware of. It's just what they are known for is, making like paper plates and plastic forks. So something that they sell are these red cups, and they are called Solo cups. So these Solo cups are sold, they are dime a dozen. So somewhere along the line, I don't know when it became a thing. I think it's one of those situations where the red plastic cup has become an image unto itself, so people copy it now.
Yeah.
But what happened was the Solo cup became, like the go-to item that you would buy for these parties, because it's like, how many people are going to come around? How many people are going to be drinking? Yeah. You're not going to let them use your good stuff, so you just buy a bunch of, plastic cups. And the Solo cups were what were readily available on the market. So cheap. That's how it became a thing. And then, so now at this point, like all of the other companies that manufacture like disposable anything plastic cup, they make them red because that's what people are looking for. The red plastic cup.
Because it's associated with, I getcha. Because like for me, that was like, I guess, I think my first proper kind of American teenage movie was American Pie. So like ever since American Pie, it's just forever associated that like American teenagers have these massive parties with beer barrels and Solo cups and and beer pong and stuff like that, and that's the stereotype.
Very well representative of what American college party life is like, because I have been to many of those in my lifetime. I don't go to them anymore. I'm a little bit old to be going to college parties, but
so is that legit what like American kids do as well? They just have banging parties and like that and they're all just fixated on getting laid and stoned.
You, I think, just summed up the entirety of American college life right there.
Oh, wow. I thought it was just like a gross, stereotype. Like some people do it, but other than that, like it's just a big old stereotype.
Well, it's a stereotype because it's true, and naturally, blanket statements are wrong. Not everybody does it. There's always going to be the exception, Yeah. I think it's my sister's boyfriend. He's like, nope, I'm not lying. Just think Revenge of the Nerds. That's what I was in college. So it was like we literally actually had like some initiation rituals from that movie. So
oh my god. Like, that's the other thing I don't like is initiation rituals.
There's a lot of stuff about initiation rituals showing up in the news lately. I think
like it never seems like a good thing. It always seems like it ends in disaster and tears and crying.
All sorts of stuff. Oh dear.
What the hell, dude?
Oh dear.
What have you done to my onigiri? Have you like? Oh god.